College students holding on to their high school sweethearts. Experts say it's a lot harder to stay in those relationships than some 18-year-olds might think. Oh, I can talk about this. This is Dr. Khadijah Booth Watkins, a psychiatrist and the associate director of the Clay Center for Young Healthy Minds at Mass General Hospital. But you're the expert, doctor. Great to see you.
Good to see you.
Yes, thanks for being with us. Okay, so the big question, to break up or not to break up with a hometown honey. Our producer, Sarah Stolper, says people say hometown honey. Have you heard of this?
I've never heard of that
hometown
ever.
honey. Okay, so should you break up before starting college? We asked on Instagram, and the comments that we got, basically everyone said yes, break up. Is it that simple?
That's the easy answer, but and I can tell you what I did, but that's not what we're here to talk about. And the reality is, it's not really a yes, break up or yes, stay together. As we've talked about so many times, college is a super big step. There's lots of changes and transitions. They'll be surrounded by tons of new people, and they're also in the process of kind of forging these new relationships that's going to make this transition, as successful as possible. So what I do say is, people do successfully maintain relationships when they go to college, through college and beyond. We've seen that, but it may not be the right personal choice for some other people.
A lot of colleges start classes in the next couple of weeks. So do you think parents should encourage their kids to make a decision before they leave, or do you think this is the kids' decision?
So this is a great opportunity to kind of practice this whole shift from guarding to guiding them. We want to be able to give them some guidance. We don't want them to flounder and kind of not make good choices, but maybe we can kind of give them some things to consider. Ask them about, like, what is the goal? What are they hoping to achieve by breaking up or staying together? You might want to consider, like, what's the current state of your relationship? Is it worth kind of hanging on through college? Is it a healthy relationship? If it's going to be long distance, have you guys talked about how you're going to manage? And as a parent, you might even want to share your own personal narrative or story. But really, I would just encourage parents to kind of read the room, listen, take the cues from the kids, and really just be supportive as they make this decision, which may be tough for some kids.
Yeah, and ultimately, what are the chances they'll change their mind anyway once they get to campus, right?
We're always changing our minds about lots of things. And so, especially at this stage of life, as they're getting to know themselves and learn and grow more, their preferences may change. Their decisions may not look the same or feel the same. And so being able to kind of support them and encourage them to make the decision that makes them be their best version of themselves, or however you say that, that's what we want to help to encourage them to do, and not feel stuck that they have to stick to something just because they started this way. And again, this is another opportunity to have ideas about what they want to consider. What are some of the signs that this relationship is no longer working for you from a relationship standpoint, or from just a functioning standpoint? Are you not able to get to class? Are you not performing? Are you not integrating? Or is being in this relationship making you feel unhappy or unhealthy mentally? And so these are some of the things you want to help them to consider as they're making these decisions.
And I am a living example that we did break up when I went to college, and then 34 years later, meaning 34 years marriage later, what did we call it, a hometown honey? I'm still with my hometown honey, and I love your earrings, Dr. Booth Watkins. Nice to see you as always. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, doctor.